Hello and welcome to Adwick Central. So what have I been up to? I've got the overhead gantries finished, so they're all done now. These are just made with rail, old scrap rail, and then these are some single strand wire I had, and this is the garden wire used for like sticking your, tying your plants to sticks, and that's it. And then I've used magnets on the bottom, so there's a magnet in the baseboard, and then there's a magnet on the bottom glued on with epoxy resin. So if I need to take it off to do anything, clean the track or whatever, just pop back in when I've done. So this is as far as they go on this track, because this is, well, it's the head shunt for the goods depot and little goods yard. It's also the head shunt for the electric depot. So we've got these are all basically similar, all four, these are all the same. It's when you get up here I've had to sort of make different ones to fit the place. This is a single one going into there. The engine shed, got a double one there, if you can see it there, for those two tracks, and we've got a single one for that for platform one going into there. Then I've had to make sort of ones to sort of fit the locations. This is one of the old things off the old layout, but I thought going into the engine shed it won't matter there. But I might make another one later on. But I'll say it's all just scrap rail, and then soldered up, and then, as I say, they're fixed in with magnets. Steel rail, brilliant, because the magnet will stick to the bottom of the rail. Then you just glue it. Whereas the nickel silver ones, because I ran out of steel rail, so I had to use some nickel silver, and it was a bit of a pig. So what I did was I got some little tiny rule plugs, cut them down, and then glued them onto the end of the rails, and then stuck it onto the magnets. So I've used magnets because, as I say, it's easy to pick up and pick them up and things like that. And also, of course, if you lean over to do anything and you just knock it over, you're not going to break them. That was the thing on the old layout, because they were fixed down. If I was cleaning track and doing work, I'd knock the things and break them and things like that. But yeah, so yeah, if I'm doing any work and I'm leaning over and I knock it over, they just fall over and just put them back up again. So I'm not going to break the things. So that was the whole idea of that. So I've mounted the magnets into, I've got the magnets off Amazon, about 50 odd magnets. I think I've only got about 8 magnets left. But as I say, there's just magnets stuck on the bottom of the thing, and then there's magnets in the baseboard, and then they just pop in like that, and it just holds them in. So so that's been it. Yep, that's what I've been up to for the last few weeks, just making these things. It's been quite therapeutic. It's sort of sat on my little workbench and just soldering them up. And then obviously in the platforms, these were pretty straightforward, they're all the same. But of course, when I got to here, I've had to work out where I'm putting which one, and then I've had to make them, to fit each piece, which is one reason why I wasn't gonna buy them. Cost, because it would have cost me a lot of money, and I'm trying to do this on a budget, really. I've kind of trying to do it on a budget as best I can. And also I've had to sort of, I could get the dapole ones for here, but for the gantries and things like that, it would have been too much mess. I'll just make the whole thing myself. And as I say, they look all right. I'm quite pleased. They sort of look the part. That's the main thing. They only go as far as here because this is the fiddle yard. I've put a background on there. It's just to sort of make it look tidy, really, make it look neat. But yeah, so that's it. That's all done. That's all the overhead wires done. Next, I don't know what I'm going to do next. To be honest, I've got ballast in. I've got the ballast in at some point. But I've got the I've got the scenery on and the landscaping on the engine shed over there. I'm gonna try and work there and work my way over if I can, but I really need to get ballasting done, which I don't like ballasting. But as I say, looking down the track towards the station, you've got all the gantries in there, and yeah, I'm quite pleased how it looks. It's kind of turned out how I wanted it. And then of course if you're looking along there, then you've got them all leading out of the station. So only a short update, really. That's all I've been doing. Just basically been working on this. I've done a little bit on Droxford, but I'll do that on a separate video. And when I've done a little bit, I've got a few little bits I want to finish on there. But I'll do that on a separate video. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you've just recently subscribed, welcome along. And if you want to put any comments, feel free to do so. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.